Your boy, Bert Kreischer, is coming to New Orleans Saturday, February 8th. He's bringing Nikki Glazer, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Adam Ray as Dr. Fifth.
We'll be right back.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
I don't have boundaries.
I know. Yeah, man.
You sure you don't want to chime in, LeeAnn?
LeeAnn.
You have a meeting?
She's a boss. She's a...
This is what LeeAnn's brain is one big long list.
I know.
She fucking trudges through the mud to get through the list all day.
I hate my schedule, but I hate yours more.
I'll tell you what's even crazy. This is what her schedule looks like. Ready? She wakes up. Actually, she doesn't sleep. All she does is thinks about the cats all night long.
Aww.
She goes, I'm thinking about the cats. I'm worried that no one's with the cats.
Yeah.
Then she wakes up. If she goes up, she'll sometimes wake up in the middle of the night, go upstairs, sleep with the cats.
Yeah.
Take turns, sleep a little bit with one cat, sleep a little bit with the other cat. Then I hear her go downstairs. She opens the gate. She feeds the dogs. Then she goes out, scoops dog shit. Yeah. She then comes in, makes call. I mean, she doesn't stop. The second her fucking feet hit the ground.
Yeah. You're the foundation.
You're Tenzing Norgay, and I'm Sir Edmund Hillary. Do you know what that is?
An ice skating team?
No.
An
ice skating team?
Sound like an ice skating team.
Sir Edmund Hillary.
Okay.
Have fun. Bye. Oh, thanks, LeeAnn.
Sir Edmund Hillary was the first person to summit Mount Everest.
Oh.
But he did it with a Sherpa, Tenzing Norgay. So he does it.
Yeah.
They get down and they go, that's awesome. So Edmund Hillary goes, I was the first person to summit Mount Everest.
And the Sherpa was like...
And someone's like, well, who got there first? And he was like, I'm white. You mean... And he looked at Tenzing Norgay, and Tenzing Norgay is like, I got your back. Don't ever forget it.
Aww.
Take care of my family.
Oh, there you go.
That kind of shit. So they were best friends. I think he always took care of Tenzing Norgay's family.
Good.
But it's kind of weird that's how crazy like the white brain is.
Yeah.
To go like, I
did it first.
I had this brown man drag me to the top of Mount Everest. Do you ever have dreams of doing anything big like that? Like doing something crazy?
Adventurous?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I am not an adventurous person. I seem like I'd be like, let's do it. Whatever. No, like I'm a lay at the pool gal on vacation. We've gone on couples trips and they've been like, do you want to go scuba diving or, snorkeling or take a boat ride? We're like, no. We'd like a drink by the pool.
Wait, what does a vacation with you and Jax look like?
That eating, drinking.
So like, take me through. I will go vacation for vacation.
Yeah.
So I went to Hawaii with the girls right before they went off to college.
Yeah.
We did a family trip. It was really nice. It was really, can I tell you, this is get in the weeds.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go to Iceland.
Oh, that would be fun.
I had met the first lady of Iceland.
Okay.
Who was going to hook us up.
Yeah.
I had such a hookup at Iceland.
Yeah. And they didn't want to go. Your girls didn't want to go?
Isla got LeeAnn's list of all the shit LeeAnn planned on doing in Iceland. And she called me in her room. She was like, I can't go to Iceland.
Really?
She's like, this will make me crazy, Dad. Like, it feels like work.
Outdoorsy stuff.
No, it's like 8 a.m. Go visit this place. 9 a.m. Go visit this place. 10 a.m. Go visit this. We did a trip to Italy and it was like that. The whole fucking trip was like, it was like by the end of the day, you're like, just get me back to the hotel room. So Isla's like, fuck that. I can't go.
I can't do an itinerary.
Yeah. And then, so Isla goes, let's just go to London. And we'll go to London and way we've already seen all the stuff. Isla's plan was to go to London because we've already been to London.
Yeah.
So we couldn't, was like.
You didn't have to we have to go here and here and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
get that.
And then Isla was like, let's just go to Hawaii and just sit by a pool.
If I had to pick Hawaii or London, I'm Hawaii. I'm like, give me a cocktail, a pool situation.
What time do you start drinking? What time do you start drinking on a vacation?
I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm not like waking up and hitting it hard, but I mean, by like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Or an Aperol Spritz at lunch. I
had something last night.
Yeah.
It's going to change.
It's going to change my life. Are you an Aperol Spritz guy?
I got the better thing. And hang on. Can I get someone to run to the liquor store and get 2 bottles of these? And I'm going to give one to you.
You don't need to have someone go to the liquor store.
I have people here doing nothing.
There's like a giant, this house is full of people working. You're like running an empire now.
They say they're working.
Everyone's just eating chicken bowls.
It's
and
called
drinking liquid death.
It's an Amaro Spritz. Type in
that
Amaro,
sounds good.
Amaro Spritz.
Yeah.
Amaro
That's in the
Spritz.
vein of Aperol, but it's the Amaro.
Have you had this?
I haven't had an Amaro one, but
I had the one.
seen
That one.
it.
I had that one. That Citronge Amaro.
Yeah.
And
it's a refreshing day drink.
have you ever had an Amaro Spritz?
No, just Aperol Spritz.
Amaro Spritz.
But it's in the same family.
Can someone please go get 2 bottles of Amaro at a liquor store?
Know that I'm not asking for this.
Can someone please go get? Is anyone listening to me downstairs? Can someone get 2? This Amaro Spritz was so fucking good. They're gonna need to get all the fixings for an Amaro Spritz because I need an Amaro Spritz today.
Oh gosh.
It is.
All right.
I had one last night. It was like the best lemonade
nice.
I've ever had in my life.
If I just yelled into the ether for someone to get me an Amaro Spritz, we would absolutely not be having an Amaro Spritz today. I like how you're running your life right now.
I went to a tasting. I got a stomach virus or a bug. Had like the most aggressive diarrhea I've ever had in my life.
Oh God.
It was almost like my asshole was playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
And then last night I was like, well, I feel like I'm at the tail end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I don't want to just go home because I've been sleeping the whole time. I don't want to go home. Let's go to dinner. We got invited to this dinner down at,
you braved going to a dinner with diarrhea.
and it was worse than that.
No.
It was a wine pairing tasting of the most adventurous foods in the world. And I was like, diarrhea's back.
Did you make it through dinner at least?
I shit 3 times in dinner. Diarrhea is so weird.
Why do you be going to this wine tasting?
I don't know why I went.
Listen, I love a wine tasting, but if my butthole's playing tricks on me, I don't know if I'm doing that.
Diarrhea is so interesting because
yeah, let's get into it.
I mean, like part of you goes, I can get through it. It's just diarrhea.
Yeah.
But like if it was throwing up, you're like, I can't leave the house.
Yeah.
But if diarrhea, you're like, I'll get there.
The problem is if you don't know you've got diarrhea and you fart, and then you're like, I've got diarrhea and I have to do laundry.
Can I tell you a secret?
Please, secret time.
LeeAnn's not going to hear this. She's in a meeting. The first night I got sick,
Yeah.
I farted in the bed and I was like, that's not a fart.
I knew it.
And I ran to the toilet and I came back and I was like, I think I just shit in the bed.
Oh my God.
And I was still feeling sick and I was having chills and I was like, all right, this is an executive call.
Yeah.
Do we just clean this spot up or do we change the sheets?
Absolutely don't just clean this spot up. Then the whole room smells like dookie. Oh my God. No, men, what is wrong with you? You absolutely have to take the entire, I would burn the bed, but if you don't want to do that, at least take everything off the bed and put it in the washing machine.
And then I just cleaned the spot.
No.
And then I was like, well, we're already here. I guess we get to fart all we want in this bed.
Jesus.
It was so bad.
Oh.
It was so bad. And then I'm going to be accountable for this.
Okay.
I had destroyed our toilet.
Yeah.
Like destroyed it.
Yeah.
And obviously we didn't have a brush. So now it's all caked on there.
No.
And today I went, LeeAnn has a cleaning service comes to the house like once a week. And my part of my head was the whole time was like, they'll get it. And I actually today was like, I can't let them see that side of me.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I went in, I cleaned it myself.
Yeah.
I cleaned the whole toilet because it didn't bother me because it's me.
Yeah,
but if you think about it, that's someone else having to do that.
That would not be nice. No.
I was like, that's the shit that they just take a picture, post it online, and your life's ruined.
Yeah, they're like, look what this guy's doing. And everyone's like, we know.
What's the fanciest thing you have in your life? Do you guys have someone that washes your cars?
No.
Do you have someone
I don't even have an assistant. I don't live a fancy life.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I was at the Austin airport the other day.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, hey, Theo is just here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. And I'm traveling with Victoria and Peter.
Yeah.
And I text Theo and I go, hey, are you still in the airport? And he's like, yeah. And I say, you traveling? Do you travel by yourself? And he writes, of course.
Yeah.
And I went, And then
I do too.
he goes, do you travel by yourself? And I said, no. And he goes, I can't put up with bullshit.
Yeah.
And I wrote back, I love bullshit.
I know. You're just wrangling a whole circus with you. I ran into Theo. We were like a year ago we were on the same plane and landed in Nashville. I was with my wife, and he and I we chatted and strolled through the airport and waited on our luggage together. So I figured that was how he still rolled.
Yeah, he rolls dolo.
I like to keep it easy. I don't travel deep. It's me. I rent a car.
You rent a car?
I rent a car. I don't care.
Maybe I'm out of touch.
Well, I mean, you have a whole thing here. This is a whole thing. I mean, I do well. I could have an assistant.
You make as much money as I make.
I don't know. I don't think that.
We have very similar careers.
But I've been doing this for a while, like at the point where I could.
Okay, hold on.
But I am like, I'll just do it. So you go to. That's why I don't have an Amaro Spritz. Because I got to go get it.
Is someone getting me a Amaro Spritz? I wish I had my phone. I'd show you my sleep score last night. Through the roof. Resting heart rate, 56. Do you know why? Because I sleep on the best damn bed in the world. We have fitted our house out with Helix mattresses. This is why Helix mattresses are so good. Most people that go buy a mattress, you go to a mattress store and you go lay down on it for, 5 minutes in your jeans and a t-shirt? You jump on a bunch of different matches. You can't really tell the difference. It's not like driving a car. It really isn't. You just give it a second. You don't spend the night on it. This is what's great about Helix. You go to their website. You take their 2-minute sleep quiz. It literally takes 2 minutes. It asks you, are you a side sleeper? Are you a big and tall sleeper? You know what I like about my mattress is it's tall. It's tall. It reminds me of being a grown-up. So we took the quiz. They sent the mattress to our house. I set my mattress in our bedroom. I set it up in under 2 minutes as well. I'm telling you, if you want to improve your sleep, which is the most important thing in life, is recovery, go to helixsleep.com/Bert and you will get 27% off site-wide. 2 free dream pillows with any mattress purchase, and these pillows are just as good as the mattress, I'm telling you. And don't forget about the free bedding bundle. 2 dream pillows, sheet set, and mattress protector with any Luxe or Elite mattress. I got the Luxe. Just so we're clear. That's helixsleep.com/Bert. Do your loved ones live far away but wish they could be closer to you? Well, I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gift I've given every Christmas to everyone I love and even some people I don't love. Skylight Frame is the touchscreen digital photo frame your whole family will love. Upload thousands of photos with your phone and watch them appear in seconds. It's so easy to use and even easier to set up, in my opinion. Listen, my mom set hers up. My mom has a hard time doing everything. And she literally said it took her less than 60 seconds. It's a great private way to share photos without posting them to the world or having to print or store hard copies. They look perfect in any room, and they can stand on their own, or you can mount them on the wall. We have one in our kitchen by all our charging stations, right by the sink. And I love it. There's one downstairs in this office, and there's a picture that I see every time that makes me smile. It's a picture of me holding a puppy when we were on Fully Loaded, and my arms look jacked. And I just go, who uploaded that? And now, as a special limited time offer for our listeners, get $20 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com/Bert. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/Bert. Get $20 off your purchase now at skylightframe.com/Bert. So you go, let's say you go to shoot the Arnold Schwarzenegger series you do.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just calls you and goes, hey,
mm-hmm.
your flight leaves tomorrow. And you're like, cool.
Oh, yeah. I usually tell the travel coordinator for Netflix what flights I want.
They call you personally?
I'm looking it up myself. Or I'll tell my manager and they'll tell them. I mean, I do have a team, and I have a manager, agent, business manager.
You pack your own bag?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Do
hey,
you know what Peter's doing right
you
now?
got LeeAnn is like a machine. She's doing 1,000 things for you.
Peter's packing my bag.
Peter's
right now.
packing it.
Peter's at my house packing my bag for this weekend.
See, I wouldn't. I mean, not that I have like. I mean, I wear the same stuff all the time.
I wear the same. I'm so easy.
I was like, oh, they might pack the wrong thing, but I literally wear like the same clothes all the time.
I wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
I wear these shirts, James Spur shirts, Lucky jeans, flip flops, a couple pairs of sneakers, a workout. I won't even work out because I have no time.
Yeah.
And then I have a show in Tampa on Friday, but Peter goes with me everywhere.
Yeah. I think you strike me as someone who doesn't like to be alone. Is that right? Right? Based on all the hoopla around here, you don't like to be alone. I am totally fine to be alone. I can eat dinner alone. I can have a drink alone. I can
drink alone.
Now I have seen you do that. I have run into you at an airport bar. I can, sit in the green room alone. I don't need a whole thing.
So I traveled alone I traveled totally alone up until I started a theater tour.
Yeah.
And then what would happen is we'd go out as a group because we were all flying out of LA, all flying back into LA.
Yeah.
And you'd have a tour manager.
Yeah. Which I do have that. I have an awesome tour person.
But do they live in LA?
No, they live in Nashville and we meet in the city.
Yeah, you meet. So mine, at the time lived in LA. And then as your team grows, what really fucked me up was the pandemic. Because
too much alone time.
No, I started taking, I take like a group of 6.
Oh yeah,
and like it was because
to create your own
because everyone
thing,
needed work.
Right.
No one was working, and I was doing the outdoor shows.
Yeah.
And so I'd travel with a group of 6, and so I'd take them anywhere, and then that bled into the, when the pandemic kind of opened up, and I still travel with the same. I mean, I would bring like 6 people with me from off the road in Monday to Austin to do the podcast. They'd all fuck around in Austin.
Oh, wow.
And then I just realized it this weekend. I was like, I think I've lost autonomy of like, I haven't flown by myself.
Yeah. You don't know how to do anything anymore. You're like, I got to take a shuttle? What?
Oh, no. Hold on.
You're like, I don't do shuttles.
I couldn't do a shuttle.
But here's the thing. This fits your lifestyle because you're like party guy. Let's have a good time. I want all the people to have a good time, get food. Like I've done Fully Loaded and it fits you. Yeah. I also think there's something with male stand-ups. There is something about you guys. Y'all like an entourage. Many of you, at least the ones that have money and can afford to do it. I don't know one success there's a couple guys that are just
Theo
chilling.
doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Tommy has an entourage.
Yeah.
Joe Coy definitely has an entourage.
Has had an entourage
if you see
forever.
a Filipino person in an airport, they're probably with Joe Coy. I mean, I've seen his entourage. Joe Coy's entourage is so thick. I remember one time he was like on a plane and he goes, "Hey, we're getting ready to go on the road."
Yeah.
And he put his phone up in first class in Delta on a 767, and it was all Filipinos. There's my sister. There's my cousin. There's my son.
Like 30 cousins.
And the whole first class was fucking his whole family.
Dude, he takes care of his family.
Wait, who else has Joe Rogan's got an entourage? Well, you're not going to catch him at an airport anymore.
Right. He's got them dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's the other thing is if you're flying private, I don't fly private anymore. I've
only flown private once with Sandler.
Where did you fly private with Sandler?
I did a couple shows. I opened a couple shows.
You flew on a plane with Sandler?
Like a year ago or something.
What does he do? Does he just go, man?
Yeah, he's super chill.
He doesn't talk much, does he?
He's the best. Really? No, he's very
Is he
chatty.
a talkative guy?
Yeah. And
I would assume he'd be like to himself.
He's with a bunch of his friends too. He's worked with some of these guys for decades, Yeah. But he's so funny because outside of the hotel, there's like 200 people lined up trying to meet him, and he's just chilling in the lobby with a basketball, chatting. We're chatting, drinking a coffee.
Yeah.
And he's not even sweating it. He's just right in the middle of the lobby chilling. And then before we leave, he'll stop by and take pictures ahead of people. But he's like so famous, but he's figured out a way to just live his life.
Yeah.
It's it was really interesting to watch. He's just like, he's a good dude.
That's like a dream to be able to. I know I've met him, but to like just hang with him. The thing is, as a dude, you'd want to be one of his boys. Yeah, you'd want to be one of his boys. You'd be like, that's the. So what it's like. It's like any chick going, I met Leonardo DiCaprio, and they're like, yeah, but did you become his wife?
No one's becoming his wife.
Yeah, fuck, no one is. But like that's the thing with those guys. It's like you want to be a part. Like I met Mark Wahlberg, and I was like, but I want to be his friend. Oh yeah, like that's the.
Are y'all not? It seems like y'all would be friends.
No, we're friendly. Like I mean, like, but we don't. We're also we're also two grown men. It's like, what are we gonna start dating?
Yeah, please.
I would. He would change my life.
You'd have to start getting up at 4 a.m.
Dude, I'd get up at 4 a.m.
Stay prayed up.
I would fucking pray with him. I would do so much shit with him.
Tell him that, man, I'd fucking pray with you.
I'd pray with you. I'd pray with you so hard.
Well, he is so funny. That is like a business guy right there. Cause like every post is like, you think he's just like eating breakfast and then like 5 brands are coming
Dude,
through.
He travels with a fucking posse.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen his? The other day he goes 4 a.m. We just got to the hotel, and he's like, Vinny's grilling up. You got like a breakfast laid out. Yeah. There's like salmon with olive oil, and then there's avocado. Like chicken breast, avocado, egg, and he's going. We're heading to the gym.
He's got his municipal sweatshirt on, and he's
those
like,
municipal shoes are comfortable as fucking shit.
They look like it, and he rocks some pink ones, and I like them a lot, but. I'm like, this dude knows how to sell stuff because in one post, I'm now buying a municipal sweatshirt, slides, tequila. I'm staying prayed up.
Get a Wahlburger.
And I didn't even know I was being advertised to.
God, he's good. He is good. And all from a kid from fucking Boston.
Yeah, man.
A kid who started out dropping his pants at Madison Square Garden and Calvin Klein's.
Isn't that the dream? No one's trying to get me to drop my pants.
Would you do that, Ad?
I mean, I don't think like Calvin Klein's knocking my door down.
What if Skins?
Just like me and Jeremy Allen hanging out on a rooftop in our
Jeremy Allen's kid from
tidy
Bear.
whiteys.
Is that
he's
kid from the
bear? Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, he's been in his panties too.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
you'd be shocked what I'd.
You think I don't know that you would take money to be in your underwear? You do that
naked.
For free.
I'd be naked. I was trying.
Then what are we selling?
Yeah. What
am I selling?
I told I was with Matthew. I don't know if it was Matthew McConaughey that said this, or if I said it to him. And they're like, is there a picture we could do with his tequila? And my brain goes, well, I'll get totally naked and hold it in front of my dick. And he was like, I don't think we need that picture.
He's like, no, thank you.
What the fuck you think?
Oh, yeah, because he did 2 bears, right?
Yeah, he did 2 bears.
He was like, please don't do that to my tequila.
Zero entourage.
See,
he drove himself.
He's rolling up in a Lincoln Navigator, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Dude, you don't think I pay attention to these brand deals?
He pulled up in a Lincoln Navigator by himself.
Yeah. He seems like he's chill. Yeah.
He's really chill. I need to chill the fuck out. Maybe I got because like I'm already going like.
I think you got to be who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but is it weird that I travel with so many people? Because I didn't used to be like that.
You're not the only one that does that.
I know, but like, do I need it?
Listen, do you need to roll 8 people deep? Probably not. But if you want a couple friends and Peter, because you can't pack for yourself, then
what's weird is I go, is Peter my friend or is he my employee?
Absolutely not. Oh wait, was I supposed to think about that?
He's not my friend,
no,
is he?
Yeah, Peter's your friend for sure.
Peter's not my friend.
You're like, wait a second.
Peter's definitely not my friend.
Don't pay him for 1 month and see what happens.
Don't pay him for 1 month and see if he still hangs around.
He ain't. I'll tell you this. He ain't running to go get you Amaros if you don't pay him for a month.
Peter's definitely not my friend.
Oh, Peter's like, shut up. Shut up.
This is going to be an awkward plane flight tonight. He was like, I thought I was getting upgraded to first class.
He's like, no, I'm your friend for sure. Oh, man.
That is the weird part is you start believing, like I said, because we have, 13 people that work here or whatever.
Yeah.
And during the World Series, we'd all go into the bar and watch the World Series together. It was really fun. And then I was like, hey, what are we doing for the election? And they were like, we're going to watch it with our friends. And I was like, you guys have other friends?
You're like, what are you talking about?
I was like, hold on. I thought we were all just our only friends.
Well, you made me laugh the other night because it was your birthday. and a few of us came over, and you seemed genuinely shocked
Yeah.
that you go, I can't believe that people came here to hang out and I didn't pay them. And I was like, Bert, come on.
It's like it's tough to get Bobby to show up for 10 grand.
True, yeah. He leaves you
Trust
hanging.
me, I've offered him more money and he hasn't shown up. And then he showed up for free. I go,
Yeah.
LeeAnn, what did you put in his rider?
You seemed so shocked, and I was like,
I was very shocked because it's like I was very shocked. I was
Yeah.
very shocked, and I was very pleasantly surprised by who it was.
yeah.
Because I was like, this is like, you know what it was? Honestly, it's really hard. This sounds so fucking, it's going to make everything sound so LA phony.
That's all right.
It's so hard to book
Mhm.
people at all, especially on something burning, to get two people whose schedules line up to get them
Right.
there on the same day.
Yeah.
And with comics, everyone's gone all the time. And then for LeeAnn to bring 15 comics to my house on a certain day that they were all here and no one was working. And it was like, so it caught me off guard so much that I was like, I kept thinking like, I actually could not pay this group of people to get together to do a show. If I had sent everyone offers to do
doing
a show
in my backyard.
no one, people would be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But then for everyone to show up for free because they liked me was very moving. I was very touched. The next day I was like, I kept looking at the picture we all took together and I was like, I can't believe everyone showed up.
Yeah.
Like it was so, and then, we ended up staying up late and just gossiping.
Who, you and LeeAnn?
Santino. Santino's the best.
Oh,
fucking
Santino's
gossip.
fun to talk to. Yeah.
And that's always been my problem with the industry.
Yeah.
Like my hardship with this industry is that, like, if I met Adam Sandler, I'd want to be his friend, and he might just be like, "Yo, I want you for this movie."
Yeah.
Probably not even that, but
He
he's
might
like,
ask you to play some basketball.
oh, "I suck at basketball."
I didn't want to embarrass myself playing basketball because he's very good and his friends are very good, and they usually play against other good people. And I was like, I can do this. I'm gay. Basketball's in my genes,
Usually it's the other way around. I
then-
can't play basketball because I'm gay.
And then I watched them play, and I'm like, I definitely can't do this. He'll never talk to me again. So they played, and I just shot baskets on the court beside him, and that was fine. It was like, I just want to be part of the group,
Yeah.
So you could just shoot baskets on the side.
Oh.
You don't want to be the guy that's like, screwing up all the plays, and he's like, come on.
This show is sponsored by Fabric. If you have anyone relying on your income, then you should seriously consider having life insurance. It's as simple as that. A term life insurance policy from Fabric can help you give peace of mind that the people depending on you will have some financial support if something unexpected happens to you. Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance that you can get done right here, right now. You could be covered right from your couch in under 10 minutes with no health exam required. Fabric has flexible, high-quality policies that fit your family and your budget, like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the best thing. There's two things I've done that are great, and I'm being serious. I swear to God. Get life insurance and get a cardiologist. They're very important. I got life insurance first because I wanted to make sure if anything happened to me, my girls were covered and taken care of, and they are. And I can go to bed every night knowing, God forbid, something happens to me, the people I love do not have to stress on one of the worst days of their life. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to help protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/Bertcast. That's meetfabric.com/Bertcast. MEET fabric.com/Bertcast. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. There is nothing better in the winter than getting outside and wrapping up in a blanket by a fire pit with a mug of hot chocolate, or maybe going upstairs and getting in your kid's bed and watching a movie. Oh, I mean, come on. December is my favorite month. December is my favorite month. It is a tad bit complicated because of all the family that's in town. Listen, therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the seasons change. I'm telling you, with all the family coming in town for Christmas, for New Year's, and planning January, getting ready for a new year, getting ready for a new you, dude, therapy is a no-brainer. Especially you text yourself, text your therapist, write it down, and bring it up in therapy. And I'm telling you, it is a great way to approach 2025. And if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Dude, without a doubt, LeeAnn and I talked about it on her podcast. It is so easy because it's entirely online, designed just to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you got to do, fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert. Arnold would be a good guy to be friends with.
He's a fun guy, yeah. He's just like has a lot of wisdom. He's been in the business. I mean, the dude's been famous for like 50 years.
He's
world famous.
World famous.
We went to Octoberfest with him in Munich.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. And it was like he couldn't walk 2 feet without like 100 people descending upon him.
Losing their minds.
I mean, he's so famous. But he's like, he's a cool guy, and he knows that he has a lot of, a lot of people want to meet him, and he knows he's in a certain position, so he takes it very seriously. He's looks people in the eye and shakes hands and, takes pictures and on set, he's like motivating people and telling us stories, and it's really been fun working with him.
So wait, what if you could be friends with any other famous person, like for real friends with? Pull up a list.
I'll tell you this though.
Who?
Not the people we've talked about, but some of these really famous people, it's a pain in the ass.
Really?
Not because of their attitude or anything, but everything's an ordeal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like to go anywhere is like a thing, and it requires like security, and like people are everywhere. There's people taking pictures out of nowhere, and you're kind of on their time, and they're sort of used to like people just being ready whenever,
Yeah.
And so it's like, be here in 30 minutes. You're like, what? It just, things operate on a different in a different way. So I appreciate the people I know who are at that level, but I'm not trying to be like in the entourage.
Are you following this Zach Brianna Chickenfry stuff?
I saw some of that on TikTok. That's crazy.
Dude, can I tell you one of the things that upsets me the most? And
what's that?
Obviously I don't know Zach Bryan at all. Zero. I've never met the guy. I really haven't listened to much of his music.
Yeah.
I know he is extremely talented.
Who was the guy that sang to you and you cried?
I don't know. Insert anybody.
Name 10 people.
Hardy, Ernest, Marcus King, Goose,
okay,
Red Clay Strays.
It was one of those guys, Jelly Roll or somebody.
Jelly. Teddy Swims.
Maybe it was Teddy.
I've cried.
Guy.
I get really emotional when people sing songs. Music fucks me up.
Yeah.
Music fucks me up, and I have to address this, but like something's all off with me. I think once I got to the second half of my life, I realized just how precious everything is.
Yeah.
And I got really...
Nothing's wrong with you.
I can cry so easily.
That doesn't mean something's wrong with you.
It does online.
Oh, well, it does.
Not everyone's a
fan. Men let each other cry. Come on.
Not every man likes to watch another man cry.
Come on.
Tom... I don't read any comments, but every now and then Tom will be like, you can tell he's read some comments and he needs to let me know.
Oh,
I remember.
What did he say?
He said, "No more crying."
Oh, come on!
What? And he goes, "You can't cry ever again."
Listen.
And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just no more crying." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, we'll agree to disagree. I say cry.
I won't cry anymore.
I won't cry. This did hurt my feelings, but okay.
I don't cry for hurt feelings. I cry for like good
emotional things.
Like good.
You cry when you're happy. You cry when something touches you. Yeah.
Oh, like Big J. Big J was like, "Hey, what was up with you crying picture of when you dropped Isla off?" And I said, "Well, I did it for Georgia." And I was like, "I got to do it for Isla."
I got it.
I go, I did it for Georgia.
I just gotta have this.
I just want Isla to know I love her as much as I love her sister. Yeah. And Jay was like, "Yeah, you don't need to do those ever again." And I was like, "Really?" I lost 4,000 followers that day.
What is wrong with you guys? Come on.
I lost 4,000 followers.
Let Bert cry.
Victoria will give you the numbers. She was like, "Yeah, that crying picture did some damage."
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't care really. If that's
if a guy would cry every now and then, we wouldn't have such like
yeah.
Everyone's just like screaming at each other.
Yeah, I don't know. Crying is... Here's the weird thing about like crazy celebrity friendships is you always go like I remember watching Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't know why I'm whispering.
I don't know either. Is this
It was
a
on
secret?
a day in the life.
Okay.
And she bought her friend like a really expensive bracelet.
Oh yeah.
And you could see the friend was like really uncomfortable by it.
Oh really? Yeah.
He's like, hey, you didn't have to
Because
give me
now
anything.
she's like, now I owe this. Now I owe something to this person.
Yeah.
Like my soul.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that bums me out. I shouldn't have any real friends.
Well, it goes back to that thing I always say, ain't nothing for free. And it is never truer than in this city and in this business and in this town. So I am my whole way up, I have been very cautious about what I accept as
Really?
a free gift. Because it is every person in this town. There are some people, there are exceptions to the rule, but there's always there's many strings attached to a lot of those things out here. And so it's like I always say, it ain't nothing for free because it's so true. Because I've also run across personalities. I don't know, something about this business sort of breeds it where it's like, no, you can't say no because I did this thing for you. And you're like, you know what I mean? You're like, I thought you did that because we're friends. And it gets muddy.
I had someone one time tell me that they were giving me feature work.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in my car. And they said technically that was their car since they were paying me $500 to feature.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God.
That is weird.
It's very fucked up.
I've never ever would think to even have that thought.
Yeah, for me to like imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's akin to me saying, you know, to everyone that works here, like food gets here and I just go, what did you order? And they go, I ordered salad. I go, I'll eat that. I paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really fucked up. I don't see
Yeah.
the world that way. And this person did. And I was like, I got to fucking end this.
Well, it only works if the person doing the thing is genuinely doing it because they want it. But a lot of people do things with some expectation, whether or not they realize that at some point they're butthurt if you don't behave in a way they want, and they're in their mind, they're like, well, I did this thing. Look at all the things I've done for them. I can't believe they're doing this. Can't believe they were saying no. So I've like turned down many a thing just because I just want to keep it easy.
Yeah. It's cool when I don't have boundaries.
I know. Yeah, man. What do you have to say about that?
I need to learn how to have boundaries.
They're hard. Listen, I'm not good with them myself. My wife is very cut and dry. Yes, no.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she can hold a no, like a hard line. And I'm just like, ugh, no.
Oh.
I mean, it's hard.
I have to pull myself out of the
So-
scenario.
Yeah.
And then if I do place a boundary, it becomes a vindictive boundary. It's like, I'll fucking show them.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing I want to say about the Zach Bryan.
Oh
Jim
yeah.
Bryan Chickenfry
Sorry.
thing. I'm sorry.
I got you talking about crying. My bad.
It's so funny that it's connected. He was in a place where like I listened to the podcast she did with Dave Portnoy,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess he got drunk at a campfire with her and her friends,
Oh yeah.
and he
Yeah.
said some wild shit or something. It was her birthday, and all her friends were recording him.
Yeah.
And then he would wake her up and he'd record her, and he goes, "How do you like being recorded?"
Uh-huh.
And then I thought, wow, can you imagine? And I'm not trying to like side with this guy.
Yeah.
Can
All
you
this allegedly.
Allegedly, this is all allegedly, but can you imagine being in such a transactional relationship with people
Mhm.
where you are viewed as something they think they will go viral for?
Mhm.
So say you're showing a moment of vulnerability,
Uh-huh.
and imagine like someone just being like, "I want to get the money off this,"
Right.
and I was like, it's so heartbreaking, so
I mean,
heartbreaking.
I guess when I heard that, I assumed they were doing it because it was like maybe they thought she wouldn't believe that he was doing that. I don't know. I didn't know if they were videoing with the intent of
even videoing
making
at all.
public.
Even
I don't
videoing
know.
at all
Yeah.
is so weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like I grew up around people where I get fucked up and I'd say stupid
Would
shit.
they would video you?
No one would video me.
Oh,
We were all friends. We were just
Right.
like, then you'd be held accountable
Yeah.
anytime you ever brought it up again. Like,
I wonder though if you would get videoed now.
oh yeah,
Because you're
I
a
wouldn't.
known entity.
I wouldn't get videoed.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not, but that is the one
That sucks.
downside of
A fame.
being a known. Yeah, there are. I mean, hopefully your good friends would just, oh, that's Bert. He's just doing his thing, but you know, you don't.
I mean, if
know.
I was at a restaurant
For sure. I mean, if
and I
you
said
were,
something wild,
if you were with other people that weren't in your friend group, they would 1000% be videoing it.
we were on vacation in Hawaii and people were recording me, and
Yeah.
Georgia and Isla are just—they're like fucking.
Well,
They're like paparazzi busters. They're
oh,
like,
really?
turn your camera off.
Oh,
and I'm like,
interesting.
baby,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
because they don't. I mean, they're just trying to live their
they're
lives.
trying to live their life,
kids.
and people are recording them
Yeah.
and their father.
Yeah. It was that I mean, Dave is so funny that like he just doesn't care. He's just like
Dave Portnoy?
Yeah, he's just like I'm going hard. They made that song. Did you see the song they recorded?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just like, I don't know if I have anyone in my life who would go this hard for me. That is like they got her back.
No, I don't have anyone.
I mean, I'm like, I don't know a single person that would go to all these links and record a song. And I like that he's just like, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing.
Oh, Dave Portnoy. I've said this a couple times, but like I've become a little fascinated by him.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this on Bustin' with the Boys, but it's like he really embodies like a really I don't give a fuck attitude, which is so admirable. I don't have that. I do not have that.
I don't have that either.
I don't have it, and I wish I did. I wish, I'll tell you the other thing though. I've had some incidents in this business where friendships have gone south or gotten confusing, and there's been times where you feel wronged and you want to speak up.
Yeah.
And I've had friends say, quote unquote, choose violence.
Oh yeah.
Burn the bridges, burn all the bridges, fucking.
Yeah.
And I'm in hindsight, I'm always glad I didn't, because I was able to repair those relationships.
Yeah.
And take accountability for the things you don't see you did,
Right.
that maybe you did. And then
Yeah.
the other person, when they take accountability for shit they did,
Yeah.
you're like, shut the I never thought this would happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think silence doesn't feel good. It keeps you up
Yeah.
at night. It wakes you up like weird. Where you're like,
But I'm just like, I think the people pleaser in me can't like publicly burn the bridge. I'm like, what does that get? Me or
it's got to feel good.
I mean, for a minute.
Have you ever done it?
No, I don't have. Truth be told, I don't think I have a lot of burned bridges.
Okay, let's see if I'm gonna pull up a burn bridge of yours.
Oh God.
And I want to hear your take.
What?
I'm just curious.
Uh-huh.
So you did Groundlings 3 times, right?
I was in the program for like 7 years.
And then they chose not to bring you into the Sunday show.
I did the Sunday show for a year and a half. They did not vote me into the main company.
Okay. It hurt your feelings.
For sure, yeah.
You've never
slammed them because there are so many funny people who have not gotten
But
into
hold
the
on,
main company.
don't justify it.
I always justify it.
No, because what do you think? Let's pretend let's be Dave Portnoy. Okay, you're Dave Portnoy
I don't
right
have
now.
the balls to
Hang on.
I don't have the balls.
I'll be Dave Portnoy. Okay,
I don't have Miss Peaches here beside me.
Dave Portnoy, if he had signed up, done 7 years at Groundlings, and then
he would be like,
this fucking company,
guys.
these fucking people.
Yeah. I mean, no, it was a bummer. I definitely felt like I had earned the spot, but it wasn't to be. But see, that's my other thing, and that maybe that's the Pollyanna in me, is I always see the rejections in my life as like, this had to happen because it led to this, which led to this. All the no's in my life I see such a clear path of where those no's led to, that led to a much bigger yes than I could not have imagined.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree. But okay, so then, well, devil's advocate.
Okay.
Do you think if Brianna
Uh-huh.
had been doing a podcast with you instead of Dave, it was Josh,
It would not
you,
have had
and
as many
Brianna.
views.
and she came to you guys and was like, so he offered me $12 million
Yeah.
to not say a
I
word.
would be like, don't talk about anything. Let's keep secrets.
I'd be like,
I mean, $12 million is, if that is the real number, she is good on her, because I don't know a lot of people that would have turned that down. But I get it. I also get it.
I didn't even sign NDAs.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about certain things with certain
you
people.
You could have gotten paid.
And I never could. I mean, like, I'm like, fuck, I would have definitely, if someone had ever offered me an NDA, because I already didn't say shit. I've not said so much shit about so much people.
But
there's so many bad people in this business.
Like, you don't need to be like in fights with everybody.
No, I know.
You know
but,
what I mean?
But Portnoy, like, that's the thing I admire about him.
Yeah.
But I don't have the balls myself to do it.
Yeah, but that's just like, people are just built differently. Like, he's probably always had that like
It's like a
kind of
scrappiness.
thing. Yeah, scrappiness.
It makes it, it's the reason
He'll eat your pizza and tell your face. Fucking sucks.
I almost think the reason that show's successful is because of the interactions of people getting mad at him.
Yeah. And he doesn't care. He's just like, yeah. But some people are just built like that, you know?
Do you know if I did that show, I would just tell everyone I like their pizza?
I know, you and me both were like, this is a 10.
Another 10. Wow.
And no one would watch it because
710s in a row.
giving everyone's 9.5s to 10s.
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. But I think that's what makes, what you do is good, and what I do is my thing. It's like, for me, I'm about like trying to make people happy. I know that, again, I'm like, ugh. But I'm just like, I like to be on the more positive side, because I think that is just how I wake up in the day.
Okay, you have a
morning.
podcast with Tig and
May.
And I fucking love May.
Yeah,
I
May.
really love May.
Yeah.
I tried when May, I think when May, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but when May transitioned,
Yeah.
I was with her like the week after, maybe, or like a couple weeks after, or whatever, in Montreal.
Yeah.
And I really got great energy from May.
Yeah. Yeah. May's awesome.
And I was like, hey, can I be like your bro friend? Really, like, you know, now that you're here,
Yeah.
like, can I bro you the fuck out?
Yeah.
And like start doing some bro shit. And May was like giggling, going, yeah, that'd be funny. And I was like, part of me was like, no,
You're
like legit.
no, I want to be friends.
Like, yeah, but I wanted to say, like, in theory, it's like, I'm not good with making friends.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have weird intimacy issues, but
Really?
I'm very comfortable around women.
Right.
So a trans man is perfect for me.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect
Bro
fucking.
out. Yeah, we
So-
have a podcast called Handsome.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
It's great.
It's fun. Yeah.
So if Zach Bryant wants to do your podcast, would
he's
you do it?
not gonna want to do it.
If he wanted to do it. Okay, you ready? Hold on. This is the
What?
question, because you know my answer already. But
Yeah.
and I know your answer.
Yeah.
If he's like, I'll be Zach Bryan.
Uh-huh.
You be
Who am I?
You be Fortune.
Okay, I can do
And
that.
then you be Tig. And then May's got a laryngitis. May's got laryngitis.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Fortune, have you been following what happened with me and Brianna Chickenfry?
No. Mm-mm. What did I miss something?
No,
What
you
has
guys are
been
still
going
together,
on?
right?
Yeah. You guys were so cute. Like singing Revival out there on the
Revival?
stage. That was cool.
Oh,
That would make me 1,000%.
I know.
Like, what? What happened?
I'd have him on my podcast. No, I don't. I apologize, Brianna. I know Grace,
Yeah.
and I think
Grace seems cool.
I think I've met Brianna.
I've not met either of them, but
Grace is pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. But they had that video of them going into like some award ceremony in dresses, throwing up gang signs.
yeah, they're they're like boss. They were like old school boss, and they go back way like from like high school, right? Something like that.
I got put into a chat thread
Mm-hmm.
with people that thought I would think one thing about someone.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
The thread was just to talk shit about someone.
I was like,
Dang.
whoa,
Yeah.
I like that person.
Yeah.
I was
What
like,
did you do?
I never replied.
You just never replied,
I never
yeah.
replied, and then it kept going and kept going, and they're all slamming this person.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh, man.
and then every now and then I was like, they noticed that I'm not talking. So
Yeah.
I just put exclamation points, like a tag. I'm like, right.
You're like thumbs upping.
Thumbs up.
That's like my nightmare, to be like the talk of a thread.
Ooh, do you think you've ever been the talk? I know I've been the talk.
I don't think people are thinking about me that much.
Well, that's so funny. You think people aren't thinking about you?
Yeah.
And I think people are thinking about me.
All the time.
I know
just
I've
assume-
been thought of it the topic of a thread
Yeah.
because I was told by someone I was the topic of a thread.
I only want to be a topic of the thread if people watch my new Netflix special and think it's funny and they're telling their friends to watch it. Crushing it on Netflix.
My sister, when does it come out?
December 3rd. It might already be out. I don't know when this will air.
No. We should probably. This will come out then. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I can be a part of that thread. Watch my special on Netflix. Tell your friends. Hopefully you like it.
All right, let me ask you
I like
this.
that kind of feedback.
So one time, would you be comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
So like right now, I would argue
Yeah.
anyone that if your name comes up with any comedian,
Mm-hmm.
people go, I love her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice. I hope so.
Okay.
I try to live my life in general, not just like professionally, but in a way that's like, it's so weird to be like, I'm nice, but I think I genuinely am. And I don't have a lot of stuff with people
But
other than just like, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
But do you think it's like there's a weird and this is like a weird tangent, but like there was a part of me when I had the most amount of friends in comedy,
Yeah.
there was a part of me that was like cool, I'm good right here.
Okay.
And then when I got bigger,
Mhm.
I started hearing that other people were talking bad about me.
Well, that's part of
But
success.
are you comfortable with that?
That you can't control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's out of our hands. If a person's like, we rub them the wrong way because of like somebody got something that you wanted, or their a special's come out and you don't have that, or it did better than. I mean, that we just can't control it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer if people.
What special is this for you on Netflix?
My third hour.
Your third hour?
I had a half hour Comedy Central, a half hour Netflix, and then this is the third hour.
And third hour.
Yeah.
And then is it you? I told you the other day, fucking my sister. I told you today.
Yeah.
My sister the other day came down with your fucking bit of when you guys all ate weed with Chelsea.
Yeah. I talked about it in my half hour special,
God.
which seems crazy. That was 2017. It was like me, Nate Bargatze, Nikki Glazer, Dion Cole. Yeah, it was like Dan Soder, Beth Stelling. It was a good
Are
group.
you serious?
It's called the Stand-Ups.
Will you pull that up? Nate Bargatze went first.
He went first, and then I think mine's second. And that was like all of our, that group of people. It's first dip in the pool with Netflix.
No. I'm saying no to you, Christine.
Oh.
Wait, what are you typing in? Oh, you're typing in the bit.
Oh, that's the actual.
No.
That's the clip from the actual, because it happened for Netflix. We ate a 5-course meal.
I watched that episode.
That was yeah, it was funny. Only because I'm not a big weed person. Like I seem like I'm a big weed person. I just have squinty eyes and I talk slow and I'm very like much a mosier. But yeah, it was a chef that prepared everything with weed, and I have no self-control with food. I literally ate every piece of food, from the butter to there was like a drink to like dessert. And I was high till noon the next day.
Really?
And they filmed it that was when Chelsea did those documentaries. So when I did my half hour, I recounted what happened to me because my body shut down.
Really?
But for like 30 minutes, I've never been funnier in my life.
Really?
I've never been funnier in my life. Chelsea and I were like sobbing, crying, laughing over the dumbest stuff. And then I couldn't function. And then my body just like was a prisoner and I couldn't function. I went too
really
much. Yeah. Because with edibles, like where's the line? I don't know. Like you only know when it's too late.
Yeah.
So yeah, but for like 30, and then I was like, should I do more edibles? Would I be funnier? But then I worry that I wouldn't know where the line was and I can't function.
Well, you can totally, edibles for me, they always are a little stronger than just smoking weed.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy smoking weed.
Well, and it's hard, like say you have a pot brownie, it's kind of, you can't control how it's distributed, the weed. Like maybe one side has a bunch of whatever's in it and another side doesn't.
Does Blue Chew work? If you're asking that question, we want you to know that Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is, by giving you a free month. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredient as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. Process, very simple. Go to bluechew.com and you sign up. You will consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And if you are like me and you're 52 and you want to make sure you bring the thunder in the bedroom on a Tuesday evening, you pop a Blue Chew at 4 p.m., turn on the hot tub, get your wife in the hot tub, the kids are at college. Dude, shut the hell up. Blue Chew wants men rock hard. They told me that. That's their mission. They will not stop until every man's bricked up like a brick house, until every tent is pitched, until every rod is raised. Are you getting the analogies, people? Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Bertcast at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code Bertcast to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. I like to, for lack of better words, imbibe. That's part of my joy is taking more and more and more and regulating it myself. So like when I got prescribed Xanax to fly. Yeah. And I would take a Xanax and then I had nothing to do when I was on the plane. I wanted to eat more Xanax. I wanted to smoke a cigarette. I wanted to I wanted to imbibe. That's why I like drinking on a plane. Yeah. I gotta quit drinking. I beat it every time I stop doing it.
Drinking on a plane? You want to stop because it's too much? Is that?
No, it's I can't find a happiness out of it.
If you're not getting anything out of it.
What happens is I do it out of anxiety. This is what's so horrible is like, especially if I fly Delta, I'll get a double jack on the rocks, lots of rocks before takeoff. Okay. I'll kill that.
Dang. Double jack. Right off the bat.
You're not even talking about the ones I had at the bar before I got on the plane. Okay. And then take off. And then it's always like a little awkward to go, can I get another double jack on the rocks, lots of rocks? Because that's 4 fucking drinks, right? That's within, and we're like 15 minutes into the flight.
And they probably, the fourth one, and they're probably like, okay, but they're still giving
They're counting. They're at that point, they're definitely counting.
But then,
so what I do is I go, what's really nice is if they come up next to me and they're like, do you know another drink?
Oh, they ask.
And you're and then you get to be like, oh, well, this is your fault? Okay.
Yeah. Or you act like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Sure, I guess.
That's a great idea. I was done for the night, but I guess I'll do one more.
How many does it take for you now to feel a buzz?
I don't even know if I feel a buzz anymore.
Really?
It's like,
yeah.
I don't know if I've felt a buzz in a while, which is good and bad because, I used to be able to feel marijuana, and now I can just sense it.
Oh, okay.
Last night we went to that tasting, and
you pooped your pants.
3 times. Started off with a Prosecco.
Didn't clean it.
I had 2 Proseccos. We had a glass of white, another glass of white, a Grenache, another glass of red, and then we had that Amaro, whatever that was.
Yeah, which, by the way, what the F?
Yeah, what? Yeah, where is my friend Peter?
Heads are about to roll. God, my friend Peter.
My friend better
really
get the fuck up here.
My friend has really let me down.
If he wants to stay my friend.
This is not how friends act, Peter.
But so I had all those drinks, and then I had a second Amaro Spritz. Yeah. And
so how many drinks is that? That's like.
But it's a tasting, so it's not a full glass of wine.
I don't want to be a drink counter, but that is.
Oh, what are you, my wife? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drinks.
Dang, dude.
And I woke up with 0 hangover.
Really? How?
But I also don't feel it Like I don't feel it. Like I'm not acting drunk. I don't seem drunk. As a matter of fact, I would argue I was the soberest of the group.
Yeah.
And then I didn't come home and make another drink. I just was like, but what's happening now is when I don't feel it, I've turned it off. I quit drinking a lot earlier. Like I just go like, like it's not really.
But that's probably good.
It used to turn a corner for me, and I'd get excited, and I'd be like, nice.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if it's not doing anything for you at a certain point, it does seem like let's just call it for the night with the drinking.
Yeah. But then last night I smoked weed.
Okay. But with me for like I love an old fashioned. Like that's my drink.
Yeah.
But I genuinely like love the taste of it.
Oh, okay.
With alcohol, like are you like all those drinks, are you enjoying you're enjoying the taste and experience, or you're just like
I enjoyed the Prosecco they started off with. It was a white sparkling. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed white lately a lot. The Grenache is awesome. I bought 9 bottles of it.
Okay.
And then the last one
for all your friends.
For all my friends. Oh my God, is that what my breath smells like?
I guess so.
Jesus. I'm like, who's talking in this microphone? And I was like, oh, it's just me.
It's just me breathing on myself.
But it's like coffee. I don't know if I feel I know I feel coffee after when it kicks in, but I don't keep feeling it.
But it seems like a little habitual.
It is. And so like on these planes, I'll have a drink and I don't really feel, meaning I don't feel it, like I'm not like drunk.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a beer and I'll get another beer and then I'm just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I'll have like 2 and then I'm like, I guess I'll drink water. And then I'm like, I'm looking for something to like, to like spark it.
Feel alive.
Yeah. And it's not doing it. It's not doing it.
I want to feel alive.
Yeah. I think I enjoy the idea, the moment of a drink more than the actual thing inside it.
You like the party around it too, right? I mean, it's a thing for you. Like you're a party Bert.
Yeah, I really do draw energy from other people's energy.
Yeah,
like I'm an actual. I think I'm a legit extrovert in that I charge around other people.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that for sure.
I'm already going like, fuck. Like I think about like my. Like this week. Tell me how you do this. So, because I'm curious if I was to skinny down and start being by myself more, how does this work? So I fly this evening on a red eye into Tallahassee. I do a bar takeover. I do a bottle signing at 11.
Okay.
I do a dinner at like 5. I do a bar takeover at 8. I then at midnight, Peter will drive me from Tallahassee to Tampa, where I do a show that night in Tampa, wake up. The next day, I'm at a bottle signing in Hard Rock Casino until 11, and I have a flight at 2.
Okay.
So would you be driving yourself everywhere?
I would be, yes.
Really?
Yeah. But because I like to be in the car listening to podcasts, I catch up on phone calls. It's kind of like I'm just getting stuff done. Occasionally, like whoever's opening for me will be in the car with me. It just depends.
Yeah.
But I would say for you, for a weekend like that, you could. I don't think you're at the point in your life where you're driving yourself places, and you probably shouldn't with the amount of alcohol you're telling me you're consuming. I think you have to always have one person with you. But you could do this weekend just you and Peter, your best friend. And maybe whoever's opening for you.
I got Dave Williamson's coming with us. That's plenty. Yeah.
If you wanted it to be. But if you want to have 6 guys with you, that like who am I to say that's wrong? It's how you want to live your life.
And I don't know what this is going to sound like to the average listener, and I apologize if it sounds like snobby or whatever, but like I haven't opened a piece of mail and like couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we get mail, to be honest with you. I know we have a mailbox.
No,
I couldn't tell you where our mailbox is. I'm not even fucking lying.
Now that our computers don't say you've got mail.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't opened an email.
You don't even. I know because I've texted you sometimes and
I open texts.
You do, okay.
Yeah, but you might be texting.
But sometimes I feel like you're not in charge of your texts.
Oh, that's been there was a period where I would just get Victoria on my phone.
You're like Arnold. He doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He has his he has an iPad, and he'll call people through that. But he doesn't want a phone.
What the fuck?
You probably have a P.O. box if I could guess, and someone in this house is picking that stuff up.
I do have a PO box,
and LeeAnn is going through it.
No, LeeAnn opens every bill. LeeAnn opens every.
But see, that is part of your situation that not everyone has. You have a wife who is like insanely on top of everything in a way I've not seen many spouses do. Like, I've seen people's spouses be very helpful and be very involved and do a lot. But LeeAnn's like next level, like boss. But like in business, but in your household, as a mom, as a wife, she's like pretty incredible to watch.
If LeeAnn dies, God forbid.
Oh, you'll fucking you will be useless.
I'm gonna do a reality show. I'm gonna do a reality show, and it'll be like
the Golden Bachelor,
like Apprentice. But no, but it's not going to be based on looks or anything. It's going to be on how much they can accomplish in a day. And I'll be like,
and you'll marry that person.
I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to dig a hole. Everyone's going to see who can dig the deepest hole, because I need someone who can dig a hole, because I can't dig a hole. Everybody,
yeah.
Who find the mailbox?
You are. I mean, listen, I don't want to disrespect LeeAnn because she's the queen of this house. If God forbid she goes first, you can't be alone, and you'll have a new wife in 2 months.
No, I told her. Can I tell you what? I've already thought this through. I told her, this is the thing I love about LeeAnn. It is intangible.
Yeah.
You couldn't put a price on it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't. It is the same. I mean, I think I talked about this in my special, so I won't.
Yeah, don't give any bits away.
Yeah, but it's like. So you ever like look at your wedding ring up close on your phone and you see all the marks in it, and then you go, God damn it, man! I've had this thing forever. Like, I wouldn't want to lose this, not because it's beautiful, because it's mine,
right?
And I feel that way about LeeAnn.
Yeah,
is like we have so much shared information.
Yeah,
we've shared so much information that I don't need to explain anything to her. She doesn't need to explain anything to me.
Yeah.
And we have so many inside jokes that I don't have the time to make with another person again. Yeah. So like, if she died, I'd be like, well, I already did that with someone. I'll never do that again.
Right.
I'm never going to marry another person. I don't have the time to fucking build this body of work.
No, you won't have that same thing for sure.
I'll just be nameless, faceless.
3 girlfriends.
Fucking, I'll be changing them in and out.
Hugh Hefner over there.
I'll be just rotating these whores in and out of my house. I'm heartbroken having sex like this. I miss her so much.
Oh my God. Do you want any inside jokes with me?
Do you know?
No? Okay.
Do you want to sing the song Tails? How many of us have them? Tails.
Would you be willing to pick me up a bowl from Kava? No? Okay.
You know I like avocado.
Should we start a podcast for you? No? Okay.
It's like, honestly, it's like my friendship with Peter. Peter knows so much about me. If Peter and I were no longer friends and I needed to get a new assistant, I don't want to deal with it.
You guys do have a second hand for sure. How have you been with LeeAnn? How many years?
22 years. Yeah, 23 years.
It's significant for sure.
And so like our shorthand for each other is so fucking simple.
Yeah.
Like, I know her routine. I know the way I know so much about her.
Yeah.
Like when we fight, I can very easily have zero attachment to the argument and try to get to the solution first. Oh. Because I love this woman. Yeah. I have so many great memories. I have let's say if you're going to say like, of the times you fight, let's count those as negativities. Those hours that you fight, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to take 22 years that we've been together, we maybe, for real, have like 1 month of built up negativity. Meaning like, out of all those years, we very seldom fight. We very seldomly fight.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so I can look when we are, like, we had a fight one time. I forget what it was about. And I was angry, and I woke up angry, and I wasn't done with it. And I went to go get coffee, and I was like, I might as well get her fucking coffee. And then I was like, wait, why am I angry? Yeah. And then I was like, I don't want to be angry at her. And I thought about that thought. I was like, out of the percentage of our time together, literally 99.9% of the time has always been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then I got this 0.1 that I'm in right now. I go, maybe I can ignore this 0.1 because it's not big and go, I'll just focus on the 99.9 and I'm going to just think about those while I go get coffee and see if I can come back in a better mood.
And it works?
And I came in and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry. I was fucking shitty last night. She was like, well, no, I was shitty. And I was like, it doesn't matter. We both were shitty.
Yeah.
And I was like, no one deserves to be treated like that or wake up feeling the way you might have felt or I felt. And like, how do we fix this? And she was like,
well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Has she, I mean, you're like me and a lot of stand-ups. We do 1,000 things. We have we're on the road. We're very like focused on career and whatever, the next step is. Is there ever been a point where she's like feeling neglected or like? Oh,
entirely.
Yeah.
I would say, I said 99.9. She would probably say 80.
Yeah. You're like, it's perfect. She's like, well, I've got some notes. I think, it's always interesting to me to hear what the spouses go through being with people like us who are like road dogs and we're not just doing stand-up, we're doing all these other filming things.
I'm just gonna give you
oh my God.
I'm gonna jump
Peter,
in.
my friend.
One of my best friends.
You're my best friend.
That's not what the drink looked like.
Oh my God, Peter. Oh my God,
Let's
you
see
guys.
if it tastes good.
Maybe I need
my employer.
Oh, I'm teasing Peter. He loves you.
What a fucking dick.
Y'all are best friends. Now
hang on.
Peter.
When we break up and you start working for someone else.
Peter, don't leave us.
Are me and you not gonna talk anymore?
Text here and there.
What did I tell you guys? Did you hear that response?
When was the last time you talked to Chelsea?
Like a month ago, a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll text and check in.
Let's taste it. Here, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Peter.
Hey, Peter, is my IV? What time's my IV? I'm wondering as a friend. 3:30.
This is tasty. This makes me want to get an assistant who's also my best friend.
Ooh, this is tasty.
Very tasty.
That's really
Peter,
good.
we appreciate you.
I have you a little to-go pack of all this stuff as well.
Peter, are you
why
my
we're
new best friend? Oh my God. No, thank you, Peter. That was very sweet. I'm sorry he made you do this. And also I'm glad to be a recipient of him bossing you around. Thank you.
I'll see you, buddy. Go and be boss now.
Friend. I don't know. I hope I haven't messed up the rapport.
No. if I was to do that same scale of good times with Peter versus bad times, I would once again say 99.9% of the time we've had a great time. He would say 30. He would be like,
Yeah. What I was asking is, what do you do in those moments when you are, so focused on career and you're so busy, and she's telling you, she's like, "Hey, what about me over here?" Do you have to make do you make adjustments?
No. I'll tell you what's even worse.
Yeah.
This is where if I was gonna really work on something with myself, this is what I'd work on. We work so much together that I sometimes, more often than not, I treat her like an employee in conversation, meaning, so
it's like matter of fact.
Say we're all talking, like, we're all sitting around and she says an idea, and then I'm in work mode.
Yeah.
I go, no, we're not doing that. And as opposed to treating her like my wife,
interesting,
I treat her the way I would if we're working on a project. And she's worked on so many, I just know I've done it. I know I've done it like in like times where I go, and I do it. Sometimes I do it out of respect. And I mean that for real. Is like, I treat her like, if we're all working on a creative project and we have producers and fucking network and huge people, and she is there as my business partner, I'm not going to just glad hand her as my wife and go, great idea, honey.
Right,
I just want to treat her with respect the same way I treat everyone else. Which is not dismissive, but sometimes as a wife, you go, yo, why didn't you just back me the fuck up?
Yeah.
And I go, because we're making something.
Right.
And I'm servicing the product.
Yeah.
As the project, as opposed to, our relationship. That's unfair. That's
Yeah.
unfair. But I said we had a conversation the other day, and it was whatever, a little bit of a tiff, and she apologized and was really kind of wild. She goes, I maybe I overreacted, and I said, no, whatever that overreaction is, this is how almost like. I think to a fault, this is how unlike Dave Portnoy I am. Like, can you imagine Dave Portnoy ever saying this? I said, no, here's the deal. Doesn't matter that you overreacted. I need to have to acknowledge that overreaction is based on shit I've done that's added up.
Right.
So like, let's fix all this. What am I doing that's making you overreact? Like I can't even just say to you,
good.
Like, and she was like, I overreacted. And I was like, it doesn't matter. I made that happen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so accountable for so much shit that in the Brianna thing, I just would have taken the $12 million and go, I won't ever talk about it. And then go, I'm sorry I fucked that up. Can you believe that I would honestly be like, I must have, in every relationship I've had gone south, I always go, what did I do? I fucked that up. So.
Then you'd be bummed out, and then you're like, I'm so bummed out. Now I have $12 million.
Yeah. Can I see your Instagram? What your Explorer page looks like?
What is that?
This page.
I don't think I've even looked at my Explorer
like this page. It's the thing of it's where AI decides what you're into.
Really?
It's the.
I've never looked at my Explorer page once. Oh, there's
so
a lot
telling.
of Poms. There's a lot of Pomeranians. See all these.
Oh my God! Of course.
Chaperone Pomeranians.
Chaperone. Are you a fan of Chaperone?
I do. Her music's fun.
I don't know. I only know that HTO.
There's so many Pomeranians on here. I'm obsessed with my dog, and I clearly am watching other Pomeranian. I mean, every third video is a Pomeranian. And
I must be obsessed with my wife
Donnie
because mine's all
Wahlberg.
chicks.
Mine's also Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Because why not?
Oh, mine's a woman getting wax out of her child's ear.
Here's someone, because we're talking about losing weight, here's someone's weight loss journey. Tim McGraw. Here's a chubby girl on in sunglasses on a catwalk.
Here's a dude breaking his shoulder.
Here's myself. That's nice.
Oh my God, mine's perfect. Mine's Jason Kelsey, and then a girl with no bra, and then
when you said Jason Kelsey, he just popped up on mine.
No,
Yeah, kissing Taylor Swift.
hold on. Jason is
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Travis.
Zach Bryan. You ready for this? Zach
Yeah.
Bryan shares new song
Yeah.
"High Road" amid ex-girlfriend Brianna LaPaglia's allegations of emotional abuse. You ready for this?
Yeah.
12 million to not talk about this relationship that you posted on Instagram was so beautiful and you had so much love for me. What the fuck are you hiding, dude? Whoa, she posted that?
Wait, she posted that? I love that you're keeping everyone up to date with the play-by-play of...
Well, I feel like, can I tell you, I feel like both of them in this.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like both of them in this. So I've been a bad boyfriend. Not to LeeAnn, but like there's girls I dated that I was less than ideal of a solid dude. I mean, I would never say like emotional abuse, absolutely. But every breakup I ever had at the end, it wasn't clean. It wasn't healthy. It was like me being needy.
Were you a ghoster?
I couldn't carry on a friendship.
Right.
Like I had to be like, you're dead to me. I can't talk to you again. But I even having said that, like I just never, I'm friends with almost all girls I've ever dated. But like there was one girl that burned me bad that I still would talk about. And it wasn't until a friend of mine was like, hey man, you have to be past this. Right. And I was like, I guess I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so, but like, so I identify with him in that way. And like, and I've definitely, I mean, Pierce has seen me get drunk and talk wild in front of people.
Yeah.
And especially emotionally and like, and been unfair. I've done all the things that I don't know all the stuff he's done, but I would imagine that's why I identify with him because he's also young. He's I would just say, I would imagine he's a regular dude. He got famous. He's got money. He's got a lot of friends like Peter around him, you know,
getting Amaro whenever he asks for it.
Now on the flip side, I probably identify a little more with Brianna.
Okay.
because I've been in those situations where you get fucking wronged and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I want to fucking speak up and I want to tell everyone what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to share my side of the story. My side of the story is not being represented.
Yeah.
And especially, it's like online, people start going like, people would, online, if she hadn't said anything, they'd be like, of course he dumped her. She's a fucking jerk. She's from Boston. There's so many more hot shit. Like, they could have said all the shit that she would have had to take him for $12 million.
Right. Yeah.
I bet she cheated on him. Like, that's, it's and all of a sudden she would have to deal
People
with all
are
that
just making
shit.
all these assumptions. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she can't say anything.
Yeah, fuck the money.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
12 million.
I'm kidding.
What would you do with the 12 million?
God, I don't know. A chef.
You'd get a chef?
Yeah.
That's it?
In that house, that apartment on the beach.
You'd get a chef?
Still don't even know if I'd get an assistant.
It's not worth it. They're not loyal. They're not your friend.
I'm not going to pay you to be my friend.
Wait, would you want a chef that made all your meals and put them in the fridge for you? Or would you want a chef that came to your house and made you meals?
They
And you walked in and you went like this with skipper fingers. You're like, what are we having tonight?
maybe a combo.
Yeah.
Like not every day. That would be like, I love food, clearly.
Me too.
But yeah, that would be my like crazy splurge. I mean, that's an insane splurge, but that would be if we're talking about splurges, that would be the one.
Chef lives in your house?
No, not live in the house, but like there a couple days a week making some stuff, and then the other putting stuff in the fridge, because I have a problem obviously with self-control with food. So I would want them to make food that tastes good, but I'm like actually getting nutrients and stuff. And
I love that you go,
I'll eat healthier food if someone puts it in front of me and they're like, here's your meal, and it's healthy, I'll eat it.
yeah?
Yeah.
But you need it. You don't want them to just make it on Monday, stack your week in the fridge. You want them to.
I would want like that for like a couple, like 2 days of that, and then they're there, and here's something fresh, and then
they're there.
Yeah, and then like 2 days of the other thing, and then they're there, like a combo.
Yeah.
Because truly, I mean, I'm like a child with food. If you put something unhealthy in front of me, I'm wolfing it down.
Yeah.
If you put something healthy that tastes good in front of me, I'm wolfing that down.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay. So if I had someone cooking like proper meals with like protein and nutrients, I would eat it and probably be a lot healthier for it.
You don't like cooking?
I can't cook for shit.
What if if I was your chef?
You're not busy enough.
No, I don't need to be paid. I think I'd enjoy it.
I do enjoy your videos of you making breakfast, and you're so pumped about it, and you're just like, oh my god! But you can't wait to share it with someone.
How about this?
And you take a video of the plate going around the house.
Okay, you ready
I like
for this?
those.
I'm gonna do this. Okay.
You're gonna come cook for me.
No, this December, I'm gonna have Georgia for one day be your personal chef.
She's a good cook.
Yeah, amazing cook. I think she's going to culinary school.
Yeah,
she's an amazing cook.
Oh,
and
that's
she's
cool.
so good.
Yeah.
The thing she's good at is the hardest thing for me, and it's
Yeah.
moderation of flavor. Like, she'll make you an egg sandwich, and then she'll put a little hot sauce, and you go, "Is there hot sauce in this?" And she goes, "Yeah." And you go, "How much?"
It's not over.
She goes, "It's just enough to go like you don't wake up with diarrhea at fucking 3 in the morning." She is such a great cook, and she would love it.
Oh, that's fun.
I will be her sous chef.
All right.
And we'll send them over for dinner one night.
All right.
And you send her the menu.
Okay.
I'll call Georgia right now
That's
and see what
hilarious.
she says.
She's like, I'm busy.
She is Fortune.
busy.
If you saw what she cooks, you'd be like fucking blown away.
That's awesome. I'm jealous of anyone who has mastered the art of cooking. It is not easy, and some people just do it well.
Oh, they make. I mean, this kid. Hey, George.
Yeah,
Where you at?
I'm walking into Safeway.
Okay.
Oh, Safeway.
Hey, I'm here with Fortune. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, Georgia.
What?
I'm here with Fortune.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Georgia.
Hey, how about this December? You be her chef for her and her wife one night.
She's like, why?
Hold on. I can't hear you.
That is so
I said,
funny.
Are you going in? Oh, I know exactly where you are.
Okay, hello.
Yeah. I said
What's up?
this December when you're home, one night you're going to go over and be a chef for Fortune and her wife.
Done. Does she like salmon?
Yeah. I do, but Jax doesn't.
She does, but Jax doesn't.
See, we're already complicating
No, that's okay.
things.
Well, one night, and Isla will be your sous chef.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
She's like, I'm out.
All right, I'm going to set it up, okay?
Okay.
All
You
right,
don't
I
have
love
to
you.
do
Have
that.
a great day.
Love you. Love you. Bye.
She's like,
Do you
stop.
see how quick she said done? She goes, done.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I could talk to you forever.
Same.
Why are we so similar?
I don't know. We're even wearing green. We're like in the same shirt practically.
I know. Do you have any interest in getting an IV today?
No, I gotta go.
I'm getting an IV.
But I like those though.
I think I'm getting an IV right now.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes ago.
I'm on the whole like doing a bunch of press.
Or are you really? What are you doing next?
Well, I have an event tonight. But I'm going to New York doing a bunch of stuff there.
What are you doing? Are you garbage?
Yeah. But they had to reschedule, so I'm figuring out a new time. But yeah, I'm just doing all those late night morning show rounds. And
What podcast are you doing there?
not a ton right now. I think Berbiglia's and We Might Be Drunk and Are You Garbage, but I don't know who else is in New York.
I know Schultz is there. I don't know if he's there currently.
Yeah.
But I know Schultz is a great podcast.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm very proud of this special. It's a lot about my wife and my mom and where I'm at in life right now. And I am biased, but I think it's really funny, and I just want people to watch it.
Fortune, you're hysterical.
Oh, thanks,
you're one of the
Bert.
funniest people. Just who you are is. It's like I always say, like this may be like an arrogant statement, but as a comic, we can tell when people are funny, even if they do good on stage. We can still go, they're not that funny. Mm-hmm. And then people will be like, what are you talking about? He was amazing. You're like, it's not that funny. Mm-hmm. And then you can see someone not do well on stage and go, that person's funny. Yeah. People are like, really? And you're like, trust me, that person's funny.
Yeah.
When I met Cam Patterson, the young guy, does Kill Tony, fucking hysterical. And within spending half an afternoon with him, I was like, he's going to be a star. He's just so naturally funny and inquisitive in the way he lives his life.
Yeah.
You are one of those. I remember the first time seeing you on stage and I was like, oh, she is really fucking funny.
Thank you.
And I'm like so fucking, I'm so happy for you. And like I said, it was so cool for Cotty to bring down a clip I hadn't seen and us to just laugh hysterically.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't like to just tell like one kind of story for, I'm not just speaking to people who are like me, or I try to tell a bunch of different stories that a lot of people can relate to. I'm just talking about life, and fun stories, and bringing that kind of Southern North Carolina vibe to the stories of like painting a fun, silly picture.
Yeah. Well, the thing I always say is like, and this was like my realization, is that a gay relationship is identical in every single way to a straight relationship.
Yeah.
She's just talking about the relationship. We're not talking about sex. We're talking about the relationship.
Yeah,
It is just as annoying, just as endearing, just as cute, just as exhausting in every single fucking way. I lived with two lesbians when I lived in New York. And I remember thinking I'd walk in and they'd be wrestling in sports bras every day. And I remember they were making sandwiches for each other.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're like, this is not what I pictured.
yeah, I was like, what? You guys doing? And they were like, does baby want a Sammy? And I was like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, nothing, we're just baby talking. And I was like, don't do that. Like, what are you doing? And then I was like, how come you didn't make me a sandwich? And they're like, because we're not your fucking girlfriend or your wife. And I was like, hold on. Wait, what's going on here? I was like, God damn it. You're just like my buddies who had a girlfriend who moved in with us and they'd make each other sandwiches. You never thought that they would make you a sandwich.
Right.
But and I was like, and I remember going on stage that night and being like, so like gay relationships are just as annoying as straight relationships.
Yeah, we have all the same idiosyncrasies. I mean, I think guys do relate to a lot of my stories because I'm telling things from the perspective, not like as a dude, like from a dude perspective, but in that vein of like my last special, I talked about proposing and fucking that up. And then this special, I'm talking about us fighting and like, in public and what that looks like. And a lot of things where guys would be like, oh yeah, that's happened to me so many times. So yeah, it's like, I like telling stories that can people from all different walks of life can find themselves in that story.
I saw a great clip, I don't want to quantify it, but it was a great gay clip, but I think it's Brittany Griner is becoming a parent.
Oh, really?
I think.
Yeah.
And this guy goes, "So are you excited to be a mom?" And she goes, "Dad." And he's like, "Huh?" She's like, "I'm not the mom.
Yeah.
I'm the pops."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, it's my bad."
Yeah, right.
And I was like, "Yeah, I identify a little more with her than I do with a girl."
Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate you.
What's the name of the special?
It's called Crushing It. It's on Netflix, streaming now.
And when do you guys go back into production with Arnold?
The next season 2, we've just wrapped, and so it'll come out, I think, springtime.
Gosh.
And then we'll see if we do another one. I don't know, but it's super fun.
What other big things do you have going on?
Just a lot. I have a new tour that's starting. Those are out on sale now, and I'll be, my last 2 tours have been 100 cities, 150 shows each. So I go everywhere. So yeah, those will be up on sale when this airs.
Let me see Fortune.
There's nothing up there right now because it goes. I think it goes on sale this week when this airs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
So yeah, I'll be everywhere. That's my last show of this.
Did I just see you in a movie with longer hair?
I don't know.
Maybe I had a dream about you.
Yeah, you did.
Is that
Come
creepy?
on now. Ba ba boom. Yeah, I've got some fun like little parts in some like movies and stuff coming up that will be cool too. But yeah, I'll just be road dogging it again and working on the next hour.
Traveling by yourself.
Traveling by myself, bud. My wife occasionally will join me.
Oh. Fortune, I love you to death.
Love you, bud. Thanks
I really
for having
do love
me.
you to death. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
you
you.
make me smile. And thank you for coming to my birthday and being my real friend.
Absolutely.
My real friend.
Your
Pete.
real friend, not like Peter.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.